Hey guys, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with another MTG Arena video, and today I'm going to finish what I started as far as mono black zombies in War of the Spark Standard is concerned. I've played oodles of zombies over the course of last week. We did take a little break in the last video, just because I was getting a little worn out on zombies, but I want to revisit that deck because I still think the Orzhov Aristocrat deck needs a little bit of refining. This one, however, I'm pretty confident on. I still have questions in the 4-drop slot, but let's kind of get into the deck and what we're shooting for mono black zombies. I'm having a ton of fun with this deck, and I am so thankful for War of the Sparks to bring back my zombies. Couldn't be happier. So in the 1-drop slot, we're going to go ahead with Diregraf Ghoul. Easily, I think, one of the best 1-drops in the game. It does come into the battlefield tapped, but of course it is a 2/2 on the turn that it can attack, which is awesome. Dreadmalkin, I wasn't originally sold on this one, but you will find as fast as this deck is, it is a black aggro deck for all intents and purposes. You start getting a lot of creatures, and some of them are a little bit small, and you do have the amass triggers. You're like, I could have a 1/1 amass, or I can make this a 3/3 with menace. So for 1 mana, it's been really, really good. So I've really enjoyed it, and I think I'm going to keep it in the deck. Fantastic card. Cast downs, any mono black deck should have enough removal to kind of keep you in the game. So 4 cast downs automatically need to go into this deck. Eternal Taskmaster, still love this card. Love the idea of being able to pull cards out of the graveyard. As he starts getting the death touch with Death Burn, most people don't want to touch him anyway, and then he's able to pull stuff out of the graveyard, and then it starts getting out of control really quick with him. So love this card. Lazotep Reaver, same thing. What tends to happen with Arena, I'll end up getting one of my 1-drops, either the Diregraf or the Dreadmalkin. I'll get this on the turn 2, making it 3 zombies on turn 2, and then on the 3rd turn I'll drop Death Baron, and all of a sudden they're really, really big and scary. Really, really fast. So fantastic card. Another one of the All-Stars. Really like this one. Death Baron, of course, is one of the hubs of the deck. Skeletons you don't use, but and zombies you control gain +1/+1 and have Death Touch. Midnight Reaper is in here, A, because he's a zombie, and B, he is a draw mechanic whenever some of you are smaller. Less important zombies are sacrificing themselves for you to protect you, and you get to draw a card off of that. Murder is there for those legendary creatures that you want to get rid of. Also super useful. This is the 4-drop slot. This is the only one that I am a little iffy on. Because I feel like there could be a couple slots. I know I have tried Liliana Untouched by Death, and I know that a lot of folks believe that is a good slot, but I think the other Liliana is just so much better, and I don't know, like, her +1 doesn't super impress me. She's mostly there for her minus, but you have to do the +1 to jump all your stuff into the graveyard. You do have means of getting stuff out, so I can be coaxed into this one. So this is the only slot I think that I'm kind of iffy on. But I do like him. He's a 3/2, and when he dies, he amasses 2. Perfectly good card. Not spectacular, and I do feel that there is probably a better 4-drop slot in here, but I still haven't settled on what that is. And of course, 2 Vraska's Contempt, because we are in War of the Spark Standard, and there are a buttload of planeswalkers out there. God-Eternal Bontu. I know I tossed this in there because I had a few and I wanted to work it, but man, I'll tell you what, he is working for me. For 5/6 for 5, he's fantastic. He's menace, and if you really wanted to, you can sacrifice permanents, whether those are lands, whatever, to draw cards. So drawing cards is a huge win mechanic in the game. The more you draw, the more power you have. So really do like him, and the fact that he's really difficult to kill, because no matter what, he's always going back to third in the deck. So cool card, and of course, whenever he comes down with Death Baron, he just starts getting ridiculous. Lily, I want to be one of the first. I don't know what I can't claim being one of the first to say this is probably the best card to come out of War of the Sparks, but this is probably the best card to come out of War of the Sparks. I said it whenever I first did this deck in my original building phase. I still agree with this. Fantastic card. There's a reason why it's at like $24, $25 right now in paper. I have 2 in paper. So fantastic. I wish you get the full arts. I guess you can get these out of the I'll have to double check to see if there's the Japanese version. The anime versions are going for like $150 on eBay, and that's going to be a little tough to get past the wife, but I want one. Anyway, fantastic card. She's not necessary to win the game, but if you get into the late game and you get her out, by that point in time, you've won the game. The mana base, I know I had a couple friendly criticisms on the mana base, that there are some other things I can do. So I have tossed in 2 Cabal Strongholds just for the ability to get some of the mana ramp, and I dropped 2 Memorial Follies in there, because while the Eternal Taskmaster is there to be able to pull stuff out of the graveyard, that's pretty much about it. I mean, yeah, Lily can do some by making you sacrifice creatures and create creatures. But if you need the Death Barons and they end up going in the graveyard or they get milled out or something like that, it's always good to be able to pull those back out of the graveyard. So I tossed a couple of those in, and of course 17 Swamps. So let's go play some games with Mono Black Zombies. I didn't realize I made any changes, but sure, let's keep that. So far, I think we're still kind of in the week 0. I know that there was an SCG tournament, and I know some interesting decks are kind of coming out there, but we're still kind of in the early days of the meta, so I am kind of curious to see what decks you're playing. The Grixis deck, if you are interested, is coming. My schedule has been super crazy, and I didn't get a chance to meet up with Sean this week, but I think next week I'm going to dedicate to... Oh, if this only had one more mana, this would be perfect. Ugh. I am going to kick myself for taking a 1 mana hand. But I have all the things I really need. I just need 1 more mana. Let's see what happens. It's for fun. But the Grixis zombie deck is coming. Woohoo! Lucky me. The Grixis zombie deck is coming. I do feel that that deck specifically needs the enchantment that creates more zombies. Thought Erasure. Look at that. My guess is going to be he's going to take the Death Baron. This is another deck that's getting a lot of play right now, is the Dremir Control. So let's go with the Lazotep. So like I said, you drop him, all of a sudden you've got a lot of zombies. The next turn would have been most likely Death Baron, and then all of a sudden it starts getting crazy really quick. So he too is running a Grixis deck. I anticipate that there is a Nicobolus, the M19 Nicobolus floating in there. But we'll see. So he is tapped down, so let's get as many creatures on the board as we can. Because I see no white for board wipes. Although he does have Cry the Carnarium he's got a possibility for, which I assume is coming. And Cry the Carnarium. Wipe the whole board. Ooh, he didn't get it? He didn't get it. Is it worth it to do? Sure. So we'll sacrifice the Lazotep in there to give that 3-3, make it a 3-3. I'm only gaining 1 additional damage, but at this juncture, so I'm anticipating Cry the Carnarium coming in. Aw, he killed our kitty. That's fine. He knows our hand. If he decides he wants to drop Nicobolus, he knows he's going to lose it next turn. He does have the 2 mana for the counter spells if he is running those, so we got to start being a little bit careful. I'll sacrifice that. It's done its job. Seeing a lot of this card, Angra's Rampage, mostly because of the modal mode on it, I really do like that. Because it can choose whatever it wants to do. And I know that the Magic devs were talking about this, so they're going to start doing more cards like this that have multiple purposes so that they kind of fit in wherever they go. 2 mana to sacrifice a Planeswalker. If you only have 1, that's pretty good. So he's not burning all of his removal. Sure, which removal would you like to take? Yeah, he's going to take all the things that could possibly affect Nicobolus. And I got it back. I love when that happens. That's like my favorite thing in the whole world. When someone thought erasures you, you discard a card, and then you get it right back. I was going to say, he's got to do something here. No Cry the Carnarium. I am getting a little mana flooded at this juncture. I could do with a little less land. And more creatures. Because you know he's got the counter sitting in his hand. Ritual Soot was waiting on that one. All the removal in the world. Put that one over there. Here, counter my kitty cat. Or not. I'm actually really surprised I hit the table. Sure. How about this one? That hit the table. It is an aggro deck. I'm mostly creatures. So he would have to Vraska's Contempt this to be able to not let a mass trigger fire off. Otherwise, he's... I was going to say that didn't work, so I'm not sure why he went for that. And even he realizes that that was a mistake. Yeah, I was going to say, that's the other reason to keep a 4-drop zombie in here is for things like that. Okay, so I'm going to drop the cast down that he knows I have. Oh no. So I'm going to resolve that. He can lose the cast down. He thinks he's going to get me here because he's going to counter this. And then I'm going to Vraska's Contempt it next turn. And that would be Vraska's for the win. Told you, I knew he had him. I knew he had Nikki V sitting there in his hand. He was just waiting for the right moment to have enough mana to get the negate to keep it out. But that's why we held on to all the removal that we have. That's why black control decks were so strong. Like, if you can do that and mix it with discard and just a handful of creatures, you can do pretty well. Black control decks have been around since the early days of Magic. I do miss having the, and again, I'm old. I do miss having sinkholes. Oh, sinkholes were amazing. A 2-mana uncommon that destroyed a land. 4 in every deck, please. Yes, please. Again, this is where they, this will work. Yeah, sure. Still goes into the ramp that I'm looking for. Always nice to see a cast down in here early. Or a murder. Vraska's Contempt's good, but it's a little more mid-game. But let's see how it goes. We don't know how fast our opponent's going to be. Ooh, this could be mono whites. Mono white is really good right now. So we need to make sure that we make him regret attacking. Because what's going to happen? If he's got the Ajani's, this is going to be a really Yep, he's got the Ajani's. This is going to be a really painful game. Because I'm just going to have to put up with that for a few turns. So here, at least I can get 2 blockers for the Ajani's Pridemate. So at least I'm not taking the damage. And then I'll Vraska's it when I get the chance. Sure. Knight of Grace, hexproof from black. That could be a problem. So yes, you can have my 1/1 zombie. And I will keep feeding you. Nope. Interesting he didn't attack with the Healer's Hawk. You would have thought he wanted to get him to a 5/5. So I wonder if he's got an unbreakable formation at this point. So yeah, that's going to be a problem. The upside is it's a 1/1 that it's only going to create lifelink tutors, but again, he's trying to build off the Ajani's Pridemate here. Oh, interesting. No. I was going to say Moment of Triumph. Sorry, have an itchy ear. And now he's thinking, haha, I've got the Ajani's up way high. And now it's gone. No. Oh boy, what I wouldn't give. Very nice. You never see that card in play. If you want him, you have to attack with him. Come on. So he is pretty much out of gas at this juncture. Perfect. So which one do I go with? I want the Death Baron. But the first strike happens first and never actually does the damage. So I need to be able to kill that thing. So I need to be able to do enough damage to kill it. When he comes in with Knight of Grace. Hunted Witness. So, that being the only concern that I really have, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And I might as well kill that while I'm at it. And this is going to leave me with a 2/2 zombie that I can then drop the Death Baron to make them even scarier. So now he's just trying to determine which way to do the damage. The only other thing I need to worry about now is that Healer's Hawk, because that is going to be irritating. So he's elected to lose that. So... yeah, he wanted to make sure he didn't leave the zombie behind. Alright, let's drop Memorial of Folly. I absolutely like attacking with these. Okay. Yes, yes, that happened. What do I have in the graveyard that I wouldn't mind having back? Probably him, actually. All I need is a little bit of removal now. The Healer's Hawk right now is the only concern. Oh, no, I take that back. Although anything I block it with is going to kill him. Let's keep that one, just in case I get the amass off. He is ahead of me on the race. That little 1/1 is going to become super annoying. One, two, three... anything in there that really kind of impresses me. Wouldn't mind the Reaver back, because it'd make that a 4/4. Yeah, let's go for that. Because what it does here, it puts him in a position where he's taking 7 damage a turn, or he's blocking with the Ajanis and dying. And if he decides to attack with the Ajanis, I've got not one but 2 creatures to be able to block him out. So while I'm on a 6-turn clock, he's on a 4-turn clock? 7, yeah, 4-turn clock. He's got to block with something at some point. That's also the reason why I'm a little reluctant to cast the Midnight Reaper, because I don't know that I want to start losing the damage that I'm going to take for that. Alas, more. So you can have that and that. It's going to take the 8. Nope. He's just going to do it to gain the life. So now we're in a pickle here. The Death Baron should be the only thing he's looking at as far as getting rid of. Any removal at this juncture. Come on. That Healer's Hawk is killing me. This is where it makes a case for that that flying zombie. Just for this. Just for this annoyance. So every creature I'm able to cast, that's another creature I can send that is going to be a potential threat to the Ajani's Pride Mate. So I will leave 2 creatures behind, but send my biggest. Unless he's got something crazy like a Settle the Wreckage, that would be really annoying. Although it might thin my deck out enough to... So you can have that, that. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Which he's going to take. Any removal, a cast down, anything would be great right now. Vraska's Contempt would be better because I like the extra life gain. He's definitely thinking about this. Slowly but surely he's going to pick me away. Taskmaster's kind of nice. I can start pulling some of the creatures out of the graveyard. And again, every extra creature I get sends another creature his direction. And shortens that clock significantly. He's starting to do math here. At some point in time, he's going to have to give up on the dream. I'm keeping 2 back. Yep. Yeah, at some point in time, he's going to have to give it up. If he doesn't do it now, he's not going to have what it takes to stand up next turn. Yep, this is the turn he's got to do it. He hates every minute of it. I hope, because if he blocks the Dreadhorde, the Herald of the Dreadhorde, he's only going to make this bigger. So now the question is, if he sends that, he's dead. If he doesn't send it, he's probably dead. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. He doesn't have enough. That's a mistake, because I can sacrifice something to the yeah. Actually, yeah, even his first strike vigilance lifelinker, like everything in here it kills. Very interesting. A murder would be amazing right now. Ho, 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 ho. Everybody sacrifices 2 creatures. You can have that and that. Thank you. Draw 2 cards. Next. And call it a win. Give me the last top back. Good game, mono white. Lily comes in for the win, as she often does. Thank you, Lily. You're my favorite. Alright, we'll give you one more. I'll give you one more with the mono black build as it is there. That was a pretty interesting game, I'm not going to lie. The standoff with the ever-growing Johnny's Pride Mate, and he's like, I want to attack. I want to attack with this, but if I do, I'm dead. Ooh, a fellow Lily fan. Perhaps something interesting. Ooh, a little slow, but it does have Lily. Let's keep it and see what happens. Say hello. Another mono white. I have a distinct feeling that this one's not going to go this... Oh, not with that draw. I have a distinct feeling that this is not going to go the same way the last one did, just because I don't have the cards in hand to handle this. Because if he lays down an Johnny's Pride Mate early, and I have no removal in hand, this is going to be quick. This is mono white's revenge on me. Very similar deck. I have a mono white deck just like this. I'm a huge fan. I really do enjoy it. Aww. Does he realize I can get that back? Probably not. That's what I love about him. Oh, you killed my creature. That's cool. I'll get it back. Okay. He must not have anything else in his hand worth digging for. Don't hope. There's his draw mechanic. Oh, thank God. I'm going to go ahead and cast this. Get rid of the stupid hawk that's plagued me for the last 2 games. Very nice. Tithe Digger. Let's drop this. Can't block that. Let's drop this. I want to hit him with everything, but no. I'll wait. Another 2 mana would be really nice. Another 3 mana would be amazing. Or some removal. One of those would work. History of Analia. Interesting. Almost on cue. So, how I tend to handle History of Analia is to kill the knight so that that spell actually is meaningless. I will attack him with the menace creature that he can't do anything about, and hold. So my thought process, assuming I don't get a removal spell or anything like that, would be to throw down the Herald of the Dreadhorde. Hopefully mana. Mana would be really nice. The Herald of the Dreadhorde to block the Knight whenever it gets big, assuming he attacks with it. So they end up with a 2/2 zombie in return. Death Baron would be great right now. Veloxodon, yep. Yeah, Death Baron would be really nice right now. Nope. So what we'll do is that's what we'll block the Knight with, and we'll hold. For sure, the Knight's going to kill this, but it's going to leave behind a 2/2 zombie in return. Oh, Bikini. My goodness, nothing to really help. No removal spells. No, I'll wait. He'd be doing us a favor by attacking at this juncture. I'm anticipating an unbreakable formation at this point, where none of them get damaged. I'll selectively take one or two creatures. I'm going to take some damage if he does decide to do that, but I'm going to kill two of my creatures, just one of the Taskmasters, or he does nothing. Anything in there I want? Maybe that, but I'm going to save it for Lily next. Yeah, with Lily and Midnight Reaper in play, it's basically going to refill my hand. And there's the Pride Mate we've been waiting on. As much as I want Lily, this is the right answer, I'm sorry to say. No, I will wait. Come to me. That is fine by me. One more turn. One more turn to get Lily out. I don't care how big it gets. Would like to refill my hand, though, so that's going to be the next step here. Alright, so we'll drop Lily.
This isn't your average zombie horde. Impressive, isn't it?
He's going to sacrifice his two little guys. I will sacrifice one here and one here. And pray for good things. you know, like a cast down would be amazing right now.
Waste not, want not. Death is enlightening.
No cast downs? Okay. That's cool. Didn't need it anyway, honestly. Have I seen any of my removal? Yeah, I guess I have seen 2 of them. Murder would have been nice. Yeah, that's a problem. Yep, that is going to be a problem. Yep, this is going to be White's revenge on me. That's okay, I have another. So I'll go ahead and eat that one.
Well, this was unpleasant.
Oh, a murder and a Vraskas. Thank you so much. So we're going to murder that. We are going to Vraskas that. And now life's a little bit more reasonable. Oh, of course. Why wouldn't you? Anytime. Sure. Might as well. So, let's go, Lily.
The undead make great minions. Loyal. This looks like a fun new toy.
He's gonna have to start setting up. Oh, Resplendent. No. No. Alright, this has gotten a lot harder. I think we've lost this one. I can't complain because I play a very similar deck from my white deck. It's so good. Although, admittedly, I run Fountain of Youth as opposed to Johnny's Primates, and my thought process behind that, of course, is every single time Eternal's around, but this one is generating quite a few tokens, especially with the Dawn of Life, so I can see that coming in. I may have to switch up my white deck. Well, of course I'm going to protect her. It's not going to matter much because he's going to start getting the 4/4 flyers from Resplendent Angel, and that's going to be all she wrote. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, which way to go on that? Oh boy, would I love to have had both. So the larger... The larger threat by far is going to be the Resplendent. Let's sacrifice 1, 2, 3 of those. Nothing useful, like a Dread Knight, a Dread or a Death Baron would have been amazing in that instance, but no. Yeah, eventually I am going to fall to that flyer. Or that one. I will give him full credit. This is a well-bit white deck. I like it. I myself do not run the Tithe Takers on there, but I could see it, especially for its control decks. And I've never been fond of her. I mean, she's cool and all, but there are better things in the 3-slot like that Resplendent myself, but I'm going to have to take that. As I say, give me one. Give me one that I can go ahead and kill. So I desperately need the card draw, so I'm actually going to sacrifice creatures here.
Now, don't be pushy.
Thank you.
Waste not, want not.
Ugh, and not a removal spell among them.
Putrid, but effective.
I'm going to lose via the air. And I don't have any Death Barons in here. Nothing to pull back. And I could quite literally attack with everything and it wouldn't matter. Because I'm not going to get through that. I'm just going to lose to the air. So if this were anything else... Can't believe I didn't get any removal in all of that. The upside is he's not going to send the Ajani's in anymore. Alright, what's he thinking? Well, that's kind of a given. That's kind of a given, because he's going to bump her up. Yep.
No defeat. What a drag.
Yeah, and next turn he's got this. Unless I get some sort of miraculous card draws here. Which I did not. So I will just dump everything into the field. It's not going to be enough to get over Mono White's crazy build here. I'm assuming he can probably just take all of this. 6, 9, 13, 16. I also run Settle the Wreckage in my deck. 6 basic land cards. I don't even know if I have that many left. 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. Good game. And since they were exiled, actually it would have been funnier if they would have all died, because Midnight Reaper would have killed me. That's okay. Alright, so I will give it up. Good mono white deck. Still really enjoy this deck. The combo with Dawn of Hope in either Fountain of Renewal or Johnny's Welcome. Really good combination because you can just gain life, draw cards, gain life, draw cards. Resplendent Angel, the secret's out on that one. I mean, everyone knows that that's a really good card. So, in any case, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like the zombie deck, how would you build your mono black zombie decks? Is there anything that I'm missing on that? Anything that you would want to put into a mono black deck? I think I've got most of the high points on it, but always looking for more tips on mono black zombies. So do hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, it always helps out the channel. And there is a Patreon as well if you are so inclined. That is patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga. And until next video, guys, we shall see you in the arena. This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you